Hello everyone, I am Ahmed Amirul Arifin, Graduate Research Assistant, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, University Technology Petronas. Today I am going to present a paper titled ACS 712 based Intelligent Solid State Relay for Overcurrent Protection of PV Diesel Hybrid Mini Grid. So this is our presentation outline. So I will first discuss the introduction of our paper. Then I will discuss the case study. After that, I will discuss about the methodology and the experimental setup and tasks. And at the end, we will discuss the results analysis and summary. So here is the introduction. So basically, due to the depletion of the natural resources at high rate, the application of renewable energy sources is progressively increasing. And also, it has been proved that renewable energy-based mini grids are very effective way to electrify remote and rural areas. And if we are looking to achieve sustainable development goals, then renewable energy has a significant role. So in this research work, we have taken a DC mini grid system of hybrid PV diesel generator power generation system as our research object. So basically, in DC microgrid, DC output are basically connected with the DC bus directly, whereas sources with AC output are interfaced to DC bus through AC-DC converter. So one of the advantage is that the harmonics due to the power electronics converter is not present due to the nature of DC power. The protection of DC grid system is one of the major issue is to supply uninterrupted power, and overcurrent fault is a very common event in DC grid. So in this research work, our main objective is to develop a smart relay for the overcurrent protection of the hybrid mini grid. So here is the case study. So this is the single line diagram of our case study hybrid mini grid. So this is a 141 kilowatt peak solar mini grid with a 60 kilovolt ampere diesel generator. The location is Paratoli Island in Noshingdi, Bangladesh. So this hybrid mini grid has been established in 2014, and it has been financed by infrastructure development company ITCOL. So there we have lots of different types of packages loads. So we can see that there's 9 different types of packages load, including cooling fan, LED light, refrigerators, TV, ceiling fan, and in industrial packages it has 5000 watt motor also. So this is the load profile of this island, Paratoli Island. So you can see that this load profile is for morning 6 a.m. to morning 4 a.m. So here we can see that from 8 a.m. to evening 6 p.m. the load curve is very much higher, because here all the industries, schools and offices are open. So that's why here the demand is very high. And from the field study, one of the things we have observed that there is no monitoring system of current of each phase from the DC Grid Plant Authority Office, and it has been also confirmed from the Authority Office that there is no simultaneous current monitoring system in their existing network. So here is the methodology. So basically this is our proposed solid state relay, which is start from the current sensor connected with the microcontroller, and microcontroller is connected with also MOSFET and the RF module. This power is to provide power to the microcontroller. RF module is basically used for the sending data through wireless network. Okay, so here is our algorithm 1, which is the MOSFET switching signal algorithm. So this here is input is the current and output is the isolated signal to the load. So basically when the normal current is flowing, SSR will be remain on, and when the excessive current flow, then it will give a signal to the digital pin of the MCU, and MCU is connected with the SSR, the certain transistor. Then transistors give to the signal to the power MOSFET to switching, and MOSFET will conduct and it will isolate the connected load. So if the current fluctuation occur for a very short limit, like for milliseconds, the system will send alert signal for 3 times before going to the permanently shut down. Okay, so here is the voltage and current formula what we have used for this research work. So this is the raw value which actually coming from the instantaneous from the field. Okay, so here we have used 5000 to convert it to the millivolt, and here is the AC offset which we used 2500 for the 5 milliampere current sensor, and MVPR value is 100 here. So this is the second algorithm what we have used here. So this is the current sensor algorithm where our input is transmission or distribution side current and output is sensing the threshold current. So here we are assuming that our transmission side current is 10 ampere, which is like 2 kilowatt, and distribution is for 0.5 ampere, which is like 100 watt. So threshold value need settled by calculating the distribution side loads and transmission side line voltage. Then after that, if it's lower than threshold current, then it will remain on. But if it's going to higher to the threshold current, then it will SSR will operate, and uh, it will sense the threshold current, and then it will isolate the connected load. So this is our comprehensive system diagram. So it's actually started from the current sensor, then microcontroller. So in the microcontroller we have two types of algorithm. So here we have, if the current is less than threshold current, then it will remain on. But if the threshold current, if the current is less greater than threshold current or equal than threshold current, then SSR will provide, SSR will operate, and the load will be disconnected, and all the data will be sending to the coordinator unit, and coordinator unit will send to the data to the server. So this is the experimental setup equipments. So for the microcontroller, we have used Arduino Nano. For wireless module, we used NRF24L01, current sensor SA712, and additional we have used MOSFET heatsink, power converter module, light, and load control switches. So here is the experimental setup. We can see that this is the Arduino, and this is the NRF24L01, which is the wireless module with a single pole, and this is the MOSFET heatsink. This is the current sensor, and this is the power converter. So basically this is the controlling unit. So this controlling unit we have implemented for 3 times, to make it as a 3-phase node. Okay, so here this is basically the coordinator what we are talking about to sending the data to the server, and these are the loads. For controlling the loads we have some switches here. So what we have seen that the data are can be visible from the server side, and we can see that we are able to see each node or each phase current, and the here the status are showing 1, which is basically that there is no fault, and the your line is still live here. Okay, so this is the characteristics curve. Here we can see that when actually the current going higher, the operating time going lower. So once you have higher current, your operating time will be very uh, low, and once you have very high current, your operating time will be very high. So here we can see, like we here we have 0.5 ampere, here we have very operating time is higher, but here we have almost 5 ampere current. Here our operating time is very lower. And also, actually, if this system is able to detect very short time and long time fault. Okay, so here we can see that uh, the in different operations, such as if any minor fault occurs in the DC grid line but it stays for a short period, then this proposed solid state relay shows genuine intelligence that it will alarm 3 times, and after that the phase will be permanently shut down. So which is actually indicating that this relay is can detect overcurrent fault, along with it can detect short and long overcurrent fault. Okay, and the behavior of these characteristics is basically inverse definite minimum time delay, IDMT. So here is the summary that the main contribution of the research work is to give proper prevention to the DC grid transmission line and utility side, and also the proposed solid state relay shows IDMT relay characteristics, but the main limitation is to on the communication delay between the transmitting and receiving data. But this research work will surely guide to the staff develop statistical modeling for different types of event integrating with more developing and more efficient algorithm. So those are the references. Thank you everyone.